Hey everyone, get ready to take notes because for today's Bible study, we will visit the book of Psalms, chapter 131. We will analyze each verse, dissecting its meaning and delving into the central themes and lessons presented in this chapter. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Psalms 131 is a short but profound declaration of humility, contentment, and childlike trust in God. In this song of ascents, King David shares his personal journey of quieting his soul and letting go of ambition, concluding with an exhortation for all of Israel to hope in the Lord. Now, here are the meanings of each verse. Verse 1, a rejection of pride and ambition. This section addresses the rejection of a haughty heart and lofty eyes. David dismisses prideful and arrogant attitudes. He emphasizes that self-exaltation and looking down on others often arises from a self-sufficient heart. David recognizes his limited nature by choosing not to concern himself with great matters or things too wonderful. This includes accepting a limited understanding of God's ways and deciding not to pursue selfish, worldly ambitions beyond what God has designated for him. Verse 2, the image of a weaned child. The key metaphor is the weaned child, which is a picture of mature contentment. An unweaned child cries out constantly for his mother's nourishment. A weaned child rests calmly and peacefully in his mother's arms, no longer depending on immediate satisfaction from the breast, but content with the comfort of her presence. This image illustrates a deep spiritual peace that comes from depending on God for who he is, not just for what he provides. David's soul is no longer restless, agitated, and demanding like an unweaned child. It is tranquil and satisfied, having learned to trust in God alone. Verse 3, an encouragement to all of God's people. This verse is an invitation to the community, having demonstrated a personal experience of humility and rest. David invites the entire nation of Israel to find the same contentment. He encourages them to place their hope in enduring and confident trust in God. The instruction to hope in the Lord from this time forth and forevermore extends to Psalm's meaning beyond David's specific situation. It is a universal and timeless call for believers to rely on God's unchanging faithfulness. One key theme in this psalm is humility. The psalm begins with a conscious rejection of pride, which David learned to overcome through trials. This brought true spiritual contentment, which is not found in worldly achievements, ambition, or complete understanding, but in a tranquil, trusting relationship with God. The most central lesson is to place hope and trust in God alone, similar to a child's complete reliance on a loving mother. With our spiritual maturity, the progression from the selfish demands of an infant to a quiet rest of a weaned child represents a maturing of faith where love for the giver supersedes the desire for the gift. Psalm 131 isn't for the super spiritual. It's a psalm that guides the Christians who need the help returning to a place of humility and rest in God over and over again. It is also a psalm that reminds us to reorient all of our hopes and center them around a different kind of hope, which is in Jesus Christ. And that brings us to the end of today's Bible study. If you enjoy these Bible study breakdowns and would like to see more, simply type amen and or suggest Bible verses that you all think I should break down next in the comment section. Also, please consider following, liking, and sharing this message with others to help spread the gospel. For more deep dives on other biblical topics and teachings, please subscribe to my YouTube channel that's linked in my bio. Remember, it is our duty to spread the true gospel of Christ so that we can help Yahuwah save as many souls as we can. God bless and stay safe.